So as you guys know, the economy is becoming more reliant on credit each and every year. I remember 10 years ago when I first turned 18 and I wanted to go and get, a nice car, a nice house, you had to have good credit. But fast forward today, you want to do anything in life. You want to get a cell phone, your insurance, you want to get utilities turned on, you want to get a job in some cases. Credit has become a major factor in those situations. So let's talk about today's realities. About 68 million people have lower than a 601 credit score. Average American does not even know the credit score. That was me. I had no idea what my credit score even was. More than 1 in 4 Americans have no savings, 49% have no retirement, and 65% have no will, and even more don't have a trust or power of attorney. Every 2 seconds, an identity is stolen. Nearly 2/3 of Americans can't pass a basic test of financial literacy. Probably fell in that category as well. 70% of employees hate their jobs. Now, why is this, we ask? It's simple, because our formal education didn't teach us the importance of financial literacy or how to make the right investments or build a credit score. We didn't learn those things, which leads you to these very scary statistics. Okay, so let's talk about the background of the company. The name of the company is called Financial Education Services, or FES for short. We were founded in 2004. Our company's been around for 13 years. So when I seen this is what I knew. Any company that's been around for 10 years or more, obviously doing something right. Headquartered in Farmington Hills, Michigan, they're A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Over 100% in annual sales growth, and they're a debt-free company, as you would assume. Same key executives since the company's inception, Mr. Mike Toloff and Paramal Naik. So let's talk about the services. Now, I don't know about you guys, but prior to getting involved with FES, I've been approached with every single company you could think of in sales. I've seen the lotion company, the potions, the pill to cure ugliness, the knife that can cut through cars. I've seen it all. And it wasn't that I didn't think those companies were legit, because I know a lot of individuals making a lot of money with those businesses. But me personally, I didn't want to get involved with a company that I had to sell or beg or convince my friends to purchase that wasn't maybe essential to their everyday lifestyle. What separated FES from those companies was that it's a vital service and is essential in our everyday life. So let's talk about our protection plan membership. What the company has done is they took a lot of vital services and they combined it for one program. The key service, credit restoration. The company does a hard pull on your credit file and disputes every single negative item with all 3 bureaus all at the same time. They have Credit Builder, which helps you establish positive lines of credit. FES Debt Zero, which is a budgeting program, which is crucial to learning new financial behaviors. You get a free subscription to LifeLock, the #1 identity protection company in the world. You get free access to a credit attorney. Also, you get credit monitoring with Smart Credit. My Care Plan, which is a will, trust, power of attorney. Financial Lockbox. You get discount shopping, FES travel, and more. So let's talk about how we compare to the other giants in the industry. Well, it's clear we do the exact same thing that they do on top of all those additional services that come for free, no extra charge. And there's an income opportunity. To get started with the program, there's a one-time activation of $99 and $89 a month, no contract. It's a month-to-month service. You can cancel at any time, no penalties. On top of that, we have the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. So every protection plan membership we enroll, the company donates $2 every single month to the YFL, which educates young people from ages of 8 to 18 on the matters of personal finance that we're speaking about right now. Financial literacy in schools across America and annual college scholarships. The YFL gave away $100,000 in 2016 and $170,000 in 2017, and we're on track to double that next year. So now that you see the value of the service, if you're interested in just being a client, get back with the person that sent you this link, have them send you their enrollment link, and get started right away. But for those who are looking for an extra stream of income or to how to build a business from home, this next part is for you. We're going to talk about the money. Now, guys, I know they say money isn't everything, but we can agree it does rank up there with oxygen. Yes or yes? Now, there was a study done recently where they asked individuals, would they rather be the CEO or be an employee? And 95% answered that they'd rather be their own boss and be a CEO. But isn't it funny that 95% of people are employees? Well, why is that? Because most individuals don't have the capital to invest in a business or know the strategy on how to build a successful business. So we'll talk about the strategy later, but right now let's talk about the capital. What it would cost you to start a business like FES in your hometown. Just for one building, the furniture, the utilities, the insurance, and the marketing. We're talking about tens, close to hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Now, what if you wanted to expand that business in every city, in every state, and even Puerto Rico? What would that cost you? Now we're looking at millions of dollars to start that company. And most of us don't have millions of dollars to invest in a business. But with the one-time investment of $288 and $89 a month, FES allows you to be your own boss and build a business from home. So what does that get you? get you your own personal protection plan membership. So the company's going to help you restore, rebuild, and protect your own credit. So you're building a testimonial as you're learning how to build your business. You get a personalized website that they update and they host for you daily. You have the ability to acquire clients and agents nationwide. An online sales tracking system, which is like your personal QuickBooks for your business. You have agent and customer support as well. So we don't have to worry about knowing everything. We can literally refer our clients to the customer support line and they take care of it for us. All while you're earning commissions, residuals, and bonuses. Now let's talk about how this works. So the first one we get paid is called commission. For every protection plan you enroll, you can earn $100 in commission each and every week. The good news is there's no limit to how many clients you can enroll. So you have the ability to control your paycheck. Now let me tell you how you can eliminate your overhead and have your protection plan membership for free. So the company has a program called Strive for 5. As you acquire your first 5 clients and or agents, the company is going to pay you up to $500 in commission. So that's $288 return on investment plus a $312 profit. Not only that, they waive the $89 a month, so now you're in business for free. So the second way we get paid is even more exciting. It's called personal residual income. Now, I don't know about you guys, but prior to FES, I had no idea what residual income was, let alone could pronounce the word. But it's very different than what we're used to. Linear income, where you trade your time for money, your hours for dollars. You go to work, you get paid. You don't go to work, what happens? We don't get paid. Residual income is very different. They call it Michael Jackson money. Now, we're all familiar with Michael Jackson. Unfortunately, he passed away 5+ years ago. But we can agree that last year he probably out-earned most of the individuals watching this video. Now, why is that? Because he gets paid residual income. Every time someone buys his music today, what happens? He gets paid. Every time you hear his music on the radio, what happens? He gets paid. So for something that he did 20 years ago, he's still getting paid today. The great news is FES pays you the exact same way. For every client you enroll into the protection plan membership, the company's going to pay you a $12 residual check every single month that the client pays their $89. So here's an example of how it can grow. Let's say you acquired 10 clients every single month for a total of 12 months. You'd have a personal residual income of $1,440 each and every month. Now guys, what's significant about that is whether you work or not, as long as those clients are on that program fixing their credit, the company's going to pay you a $1,440 check. That's what I loved about this business. I was more excited about the $12 check that I got my first client than any other bonuses that I made in the company, because I knew that whether I worked or not, that money is going to keep on coming back every single month. Which leads us to the second way we get paid. It's overriding residual income. In other words, CEO money. My mentor told me, Tony, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to have financial freedom, you got to do what wealthy people do. That's called BYOB. Now, me being a promoter, I was like, what? Bring your own beer? He said, absolutely not. Be your own boss. Build your own business. He said job stands for just over broke, jumping out of bed, jumping over bills. And he was absolutely correct. I remember when I had a job, every Friday morning I would get paid, but by Friday afternoon, I'd be broke, right? It was a never-ending cycle. Now, let me explain how this works. He said, Tony, wealthy people, they use a wealth principle. It's called leverage. They leverage the use of other people's time. So think about this, guys. If you ever had a job or you have a job now, there's always employees and then what you call a CEO. Well, let me ask you this question. Who does all the work? The employees or the CEO? The employees, right? But who makes all the money? The CEO. Now, why is that? Because the CEO doesn't get paid just for what he does. He gets paid for what all the employees do. He leverages the work of everybody else, right? So in FES, you have the ability to do the same thing. You can build a team of agents nationwide, and as they go out and acquire clients, the company's going to pay them their commissions and their residuals, but they're going to pay you a residual amount as well based on the level that they fall in your organization. So what is the level, you ask? Let me explain how it works. So let's say you go out and acquire 2 individuals that want to make extra money. Now, we can agree, everybody knows at least 2 people who are overworked, underpaid, or 2 people who just want to make extra money, or we all have those 2 broke friends who seriously need an opportunity to change their financial situation. So let's say you recruit Tom and Mary. Tom and Mary start their business through you. They're going to fall on what you call your first level. Now, let's say Tom and Mary go out and acquire 2 agents each. That turns into 4 agents total, and they fall on Tom and Mary's first level, but you're second. Does that make sense? Awesome. So let's show you how this is going to build and accumulate over time. Assume each of your agent refers 2 other agents, and they all acquire 5 personal protection plan memberships each. And before you know it, 2 turns into 4, 4 turns into 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. That's a total of 290 agents you would have in your organization. And you would override 1,270 protection plan memberships. Now, the great thing about this is these are clients you never met, never talked to, and never had to deal with, but you're going to get paid on them because they're in your network. Does that make sense? Absolutely. So let's talk about what that would turn into financially. That's $3,170 a month in overriding residual income. Work that you didn't put in, but money you're going to get paid. How many of you guys would be okay with that? Now, let's just say you guys came in and you failed this example by 50% because numbers are perfect and people are not, right? So let's say you were one of the worst agents we ever came across. They put you on the wall of shame at corporate, right? And you failed this example by 50%. You'd still make a residual income of $1,585 a month for work you didn't even do. Now, I know it's not life-changing income, but we can agree that can help out a lot of individuals and a lot of households. It could pay your car note, pay your car insurance, it could pay your rent or your mortgage, or maybe help out your kids' college tuition, maybe savings or give back to charity. Guys, that's an over $12,000 extra income you're making from work you didn't even do. That's the power of residual income. But guys, these numbers are very conservative, and that's what I love about this company. They always like to under promise and over deliver. So let's be realistic. So there's guys in our organization that we personally work with that we call them super agents. They didn't go out and just find 2 individuals that want to make money. They went and found 20. So if you guys add a 0 to that number, what do we have to do to the residual income? We got to add a 0 to that as well. That turns out to $31,700 a month. I know most people can't even fathom the thought of making that type of income monthly, but we have individuals that we personally work with making that type of income every single 30 days. It's crazy. The power of residual income and the power of being your own boss, having the ability to write your own checks. So my question to you guys, what if you guys just got 10% of that right? What type of impact would that have on your life? And the last way we get paid is called customer acquisition-based bonuses. The company's going to pay you a bonus for every agent you recruit in your team and you help them acquire their first 2 clients. So here's an example of how that works. You recruit Amy, you help Amy get her first 2 clients, she gets paid her commissions, but the company's going to pay you a bonus of $100. And that's at the first position called agent. Now, as you move up in the business, the company is going to give you promotion and pay you more money. So as you see, field trainer goes up to $160, senior field trainer goes up to $240, and sales director goes up to $380. Here's the great news, guys. Let's say you're a sales director and you recruit Joe, and he's an agent, and Joe recruits Amy and helps her acquire her first 2 clients. Joe's going to make a $100 bonus for doing so, but you're going to make the difference between whatever position you're at. So if you're a sales director, that's $380 and the $100. So you'll make $280 for Joe helping Amy come in, start her business, and acquire her first 2 clients. How many of you guys okay with that? So the goal is to help more agents build their business. And as you help more agents, you're going to move up in the ranks in the company. And as you move up, so does your pay raise. So the company's going to pay you at regional sales director $430, executive sales director $475, all the way up to $550 at the senior executive vice president position. The company also has bonuses and other incentives on the table as you build your business, from a car payment to cash bonuses to monthly house payments, retirement bonuses, and even lifestyle bonuses as well. Now that you guys know how we get paid, let's talk about the strategy part that we mentioned earlier. The strategy on how you're going to build a profitable business from home, part-time, spare time. It's very simple, guys. I know most of you guys say, hey, listen, I don't have business experience. I don't know anything about credit, or I don't know how to present. I don't know nothing about the company. How am I supposed to acquire clients? That's okay, guys. I'm going to show you how simple it really is. Think about this. The person that invited you to this link, what is that person doing right now? Are they working hard or are they working smart? They're working smart, right? Can you do what that person did? Can you invite people to watch this overview? If you can do that, then this business is for you, and welcome to the team. Guys, we're going to teach you everything from acquiring clients to building your team of agents nationwide through online training, conference call training, local trainings, regional and national trainings as well. This is a earn while you learn business, guys. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. So that wraps up the business overview. But what I want to leave you guys off with is the 4 common excuses what stop most people from starting their own business. The first excuse is time. They don't have the time to get started. This is what I'll tell you guys. Listen, if you don't have the time, great. That's why you should be doing this, because we're not after your time. We're after your contacts, because with your contacts and our program, we connect the 2. We can build you a big client base over time and eventually buy that time back. The second excuse is they don't understand. That's great. Guys, you didn't understand everything your first day at work either, but you stuck around long enough to get a paycheck, right? Here's what I'll tell you. If it makes sense to refer people that have bad credit to a credit program and you get paid, get involved. That doesn't make sense? Don't get involved. It's not for you. The rest will teach you as you go. The third excuse is they don't believe it's real, because most people say, well, I never heard of FES. And I get it, guys, but here's the reality is we don't advertise and spend money in ineffective marketing strategies. The company utilizes word-of-mouth marketing and has an affiliate program which helps them save money on the back end and put that money into individuals' pockets while they build a business from home. Just look at our track record. It's easy to believe in FES. We're proven. 13 years in business, A+ with the Better Business Bureau, doing business in every single state in the nation, and doing business with major companies like LifeLock and Smart Credit. Now, the fourth excuse is the most common excuse. It's the 288. They don't have the money. Now, guys, I fell in that category when I first seen this. I didn't have the money to get started. And what my mentor told me, he said, Tony, if you don't have $288 to invest in your future, it's a serious problem. And you should ask yourself these two questions. How long you been in that situation, and what are you willing to do to change it? He said, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different what? Result. He said, in order for things to change, you have to change. He said, let me prove to you how I know that you can find $288. I said, bro, I can't. Absolutely not. There's no way. I don't have it. All my bills took up all my money. He said, that's not true. Watch this. He said, if I was to tell you right now that I'll sell you my 2017 Audi A7 for $288, what would you do? He said, the catch is you have to have the money in an hour. I said, well, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'd find the money. He said, exactly. He said, you're worse than broke. You're poor. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. He said, you value a car more than you value your future. See, that car won't take you nowhere. But with this business and a little work ethic, you can build a business over time that'll eventually buy you financial freedom. And $288 will never be the problem. The only problem would be what car you're going to drive today, right? So it hit me. He was right. I had to do something to change my situation, or else I'd be stuck with a $288 problem moving forward into the next year. So immediately I called my brother, who I knew would help me out and loan me the money, and got the money and got started. And because of that decision, I have a business that's generating over $50,000 in volume every single month, and it's excited to have a positive impact on others, either helping them fix their credit or build a business from home. So let me share this with you, a very important lesson that I've learned. Don't ever let the lack of money stop you from making money. In other words, don't let the very reason you should do something be the reason you don't. So if you have a 288 problem as well, like I did, and you needed this opportunity a lot more than you thought. Most people fall into three categories. The first person says, I want to get started. I'm ready to take action towards a better future. If that's you, welcome to the team and congratulations on starting your business. The second person says, I want to get started, but I have questions. If that's you, get with the person that sent you this link and I'm sure they'll help you answer your questions. The third person says, I'm not interested in being an agent, but I can definitely use the service or know people that can. Ask your friends for their client enrollment link and they'll show you how to get started as a client. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Look forward to working with you all.